All around the country, brave left-wingers are finally taking on America's greatest enemy, statues. Yes, leftists who call themselves anti-fa, a term which means fa, have taken to the streets and parks to defend our great nation from these sneaky bronze figures who have perfected the insidious art of standing absolutely still while pigeons crap all over them. Leftists have focused their attacks on statues that represent the Confederacy in order to bring this country together by revisiting issues that were settled in a sea of American blood over 150 years ago. After all, if these events are allowed to pass into memory, we might forgive some of the bad things people did to one another before we were born and move on into the future, instead of acting like a bunch of primitive tribesmen who keep feuding over the same ancient grievance forever. And no one wants that. As anti-fa leader Jack Asamai told the Daily Wire in an exclusive interview from his apartment in the Joseph Stalin Home for the Morally Inexcusable, quote, "These statues may look innocent standing there, all motionless and covered with pigeon crap, but after darkness falls, they suddenly spring to life and join forces with the voices in my head to try to reinstall the Confederacy in parks and museums across the land," unquote. We also spoke to anti-fa protester Mimi Screamer as she was busy pulling down a statue of Beauregard T. Cornpone, the famous Confederate private who fought the battle of "Oh my God, them Yankees have burned down my ramshackle farm." Miss Screamer and her friends dragged the statue off its pedestal. Then, to make sure the statue would never get up and bother anyone ever again, they kicked the statue repeatedly while making the statement, quote, "This filthy statue will once and for all, ow, I think I broke my toe, ow, 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 ow," unquote. After neutralizing the threat from all the statues that represent the southern states, the leftist protesters plan to go on destroying statues from other parts of America they dislike, including the West, where whites killed Indians, the North, where industrialists abused their workers, and the East, where the protesters' parents refused to let them continue to live in their garages rent-free. As anti-fa leader Uncle Fa told our reporter, quote, "We have begun by attacking Confederate statues because nobody likes slavery and we can get away with it. But our real plan is to undermine America's sense of history and patriotism because we hate everything the country stands for. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?" Unquote. The brave battle of the leftists versus the statues will continue, despite one tragedy where a leftist pulled a statue of a charging Confederate soldier down on himself and was bayoneted to death. President Trump addressed the incident, saying there was blame on both sides. Democrats attacked the president, saying his failure to specifically denounce the statue proves his secret attachment to statues. And CNN's Jim Acosta added, "Look at me, I'm Jim Acosta, look at me, look at me, look at me right now." Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.